It always annoys me. Anyway, sorry. We're just talking about my hair. Hope you're all okay. How you doing? It's Friday. Imran, Web Squadron. I last night had an idea and I wanted to make it happen on a page, so I collected loads of images and I've just created a, let me just sort out my window here for a moment with my, don't forget to hit like, by the way, if you are watching. I wanted to create a different looking layout, so I got a tutorial coming out on Monday using Flexbox Container and Elementor, and it's basically just a slightly different layout, and I quite like it. I'll show it, I'll give you a sneak peek of it actually, just because I think it's quite snazzy. So it's basically, let's say you got a shop page, okay, and but you don't want your website to just appear like a shop. Does that make sense? So you don't just want to have your traditional boring hero banner with like, oh, here you go everybody, look at my products, buy now and all of this kind of thing. Even though I have a shop now button. Hey Sinan. So here's a tutorial that's coming out on Monday, okay? This is just a different way of doing a, there's your hero banner, and then there's your next section, right? 100 VH, 100 VH. These would link over to categories. So if you've got a bags category and all your bags, you click it, you go to the bags, you go to dresses, you go to skirts, you go to collections. You have a bit of text in here, right? This is all Flexbox Container. And I'm just showing you how, as a hero banner, your hero banner doesn't have to be a big full width image. It doesn't even have to be just one. You can have a montage, a collage. You can be inventive. You can be quite funky with your layout. This is not a CSS grid. This is just a Flexbox Container. Okay, and if anyone is worried about, well, how would that look on the mobile? It looks absolutely fine. Looks absolutely fine on the mobile, right? However you decide to lay it out, it's absolutely fine. There's no issues or problems there. It's really, really simple and easy to create. This is so blooming simple to create, okay? It is really simple, but that video comes out on Monday. I could release it today because I'm fine. I was editing, recorded it, started editing. I'm nearly done with editing, because it's so simple and easy to do. But I'm going to stretch it out till Monday because sometimes I am guilty of releasing too many videos, right? And I know some of you have said to me, hey Imran, you keep doing videos every day, we don't have a chance to catch up. I know. So this video on creating like a different looking shop page, you know, imagine you, by the way, Sinan and Duckett, tell me what you're thinking. If you came to see a shop page like that, does it grab you? Does it grab you? You know, does it grab you? Does it make you, pull you in a bit more rather than the traditional shop layout? You know, because they can get a bit boring, can't they? How do we manage our merch store? Not anymore, Duckett. So we used to sell t-shirts. I used to have Web Squadron stuff, but I don't bother with that much anymore now. Mainly because, yeah, just don't bother with it. I think you can still get stuff, I think. Nice one, Sinan, yeah. I mean, I would say, okay, that learning to think differently is a really good skill to have. Too many templates and themes for shops are the same thing regurgitated. Do you know what I mean? They're not very inventive. Do you know what I mean by that? They're not really pushing the boundaries of what you could do. And I don't like that. I prefer it if we just kind of step out of the comfort zone. So many shops, it's almost like they learned watching a demo of Stormwind or Storefront or whichever one. And now that's it. Oh, right, okay, we'll do this, we'll have the shop like that. And people get caught up in that. Artif, by the way, Artif, did you see my message on Slack? You might have missed it. Just to let you know, okay. Oh, hold on. Why does this website say not secure? It is secure. Oh, it's because I went on the wrong. Sorry, I realized I just clicked on the wrong link there. Hold on a minute. I've just got to get back to this page. Yeah, so Artif, you know, if you go to code snippets, right, and you try and view any of the snippets, there's a 500 server error. Don't know if you've seen that at all, Artif. So if you go to any of them, there's a 500 server error. You might want to look at that. Hey, Dave, I was just saying, by the way, this is coming out on Monday, okay? So this is just where Elemental, Flexbox container. This is the hero banner. 5 containers, hero banner, right? Images, background, blah, 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 blah. All of this is individually built, right? This is not one solid image. And then you have a different looking shop layout like that. So you click it, you go to the category. You got a bit of text. It's got that nice color branded feel to it, like that, right? And I hope you like that. Ducky, it's always good to have lots of content every day. Absolutely, mate. That's why I keep doing it. So, Ducky, I was using oh god, which one was it? Was it Printify or was it Printful? Hold on. I can't remember. Were we using Printful? I think it was Printful. I think we were using Printful. Yes, I was using Printful. And I've done a video on this, by the way, as well. Duckit, we've done a video on Printful, right? It is so easy and quick to set up. Just go and watch it. Thank you, Dave. I want to get out there that so many of us, people that are learn watching Stormwind, Storefront, we get institutionalized into building a certain way. So Duckit, there was really no maintenance for me because I pop the designs in, the companies print it, and they distribute when someone buys it. Literally, there was nothing from me. Ah, cheers, Artif. Oh, thank you, Artif. I've not had a look. Sorry. I've been, I was recording a video earlier. Thanks for that, Artif. Thanks for sorting that out. Cool. Excellent news. Hey, Darren G, how you doing? Hey, Raja, how are you? Any words of that title that I can search for? Yeah, print on demand, Duckit. Print on demand. In fact, just do a search for the word print, right? In fact, I can probably, I can give it to you here if you want. If you just hold on, I'll get you a link for it, okay? I'll get it for you now. But if you go with print on demand, yeah, look, there you go. Set up a demand or drop shop with Printful. Yeah, it was a Printful website. So here you go, Duckit. There you go. Right, Duckit, there's the one. Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it, Dave? So what I'm showing here is how these are containers, right? And you can... Obviously, you know, I mean, you can do what you want, right? You can do what you want. It's not even a loop grid because I've got an item over here, text there, collections. I can mix and match and do what I want. Yeah, I will do, Artif. I will do, mate. Don't worry. You know, you can do what you want. This could be categories. You could even have a buy now. You could have a special item over here that you're advertising. You know, so I love it when creativity just comes like a vision in my head and I go, what if we did this instead? And because as I was saying right at the start, a lot of WooCommerce shops, the hero banner is a full width image of a product or people wearing clothes or something, or trainers, and then you have a massive headline. And often, you're not getting across the product. You're almost getting across the scenery. So you know when you have like sports websites, hey Santi and Plura, when you have like sports websites, sometimes they have an image of someone training, and you focus more on the person, how big their muscles are, how big are their abs, are they sweating, Are they outside? Are they indoor? Have they got equipment? And then you spot the trainers. What were they actually selling? The equipment, the gym, the trainer, or the model? Do you get what I mean? So I like to say sometimes just bring it back to simplifying and focus on the product. Yeah, you got a person there. We got someone to help advertise the products, but they're not the be all and the end all, right? You're not buying her, you're buying the product. Conversion. Andre, how are you? What's your setup for managing multiple websites? Well, look, manage WP. There's loads of different ways of doing it. I have to be honest, though. Nearly every website is different in some way or the other. So just because Elementor 3.13 is okay, would I go and instigate a full-on update it on 100 websites? Not always. I have purposefully over the last 2 years started reducing how many people we have on care plans, mainly because it started to get very, very time consuming now and again, not just because of like updates or maintenance, but because of you are always having to do a revision here or there or something like that, and it gets very ultra flipping boring. I'm telling you now, it gets so boring you kind of want to give up and not ever offer any kind of maintenance service ever again. But Managed WP is a pretty good one to use, but there are various ones out there. If I'm really honest, you got to find the one that works for you, especially if there's any costs attached as well. So find the one that works for you the best. I know obviously you lose income the less websites you're providing a maintenance plan for, but you know what, I prefer to do builds and stuff like that. I don't force maintenance plans. I'll tell you that now. I advise on it. I will suggest it, but I'm not bothered at all. I really am not bothered. I know there are some designers out there that will not take on a client unless the client agrees to a maintenance plan. I don't like that tactic. I really don't. They will say because they don't want to build it and then someone else touches it and messes it up. I'm always a bit like, well, actually, if someone does that and then I have to now rebuild, they pay the rebuild cost, end of, right? They don't get, oh yeah, we'll do it for $100. No, if I think it's going to take like a couple of days or a week, you pay the cost for that time. Do you know what I mean? So some designers and influencers out there are saying, I will not take on a website build unless they agree a maintenance contract. I think that is a nasty tactic. Can you imagine if you went to buy a computer from a shop? You cannot have that computer unless you take out the insurance. You cannot have a MacBook unless you take out the insurance. You cannot buy this car. I know you're going to sort out your own car insurance, but you cannot buy this car unless you take out a maintenance service plan with us. Do you get what I mean? Can you imagine, like, if you bought a house and the estate agent says, you cannot buy this house, even though you're buying the house from the previous or the current owner, you cannot buy this house unless you pay us. What? No, I'm buying the house. You get paid by the current owner who's commissioned you to sell the house. No, do you get what I mean? So I really don't like that concept. I will not build your website unless you take out a maintenance plan. Who are you to force them to do that? You're not. You suggest it, you make it inviting, you showcase the pros and cons of it and what you're going to get out of it. But what you don't do is force them. But why? Okay, so go on, Rajat. Go on. This is good. Go on. Let's talk about this. Why would you not? What? So would you, Rajat, refuse to work with someone unless they took out a maintenance plan? Duckett, should I go for a different website? Oh, sorry. Duckett says if I have a membership page, shop for digital, and a portfolio. Well, Duckett, here's the thing, right? Why do you need to have so many different subdomains? Are they all interlinked? Right? Thank you, Pez. Are they all interlinked, Duckett? So is the membership under the same umbrella or company for the digital and physical products and the portfolio? Are they all connected? If they're all connected, why do they need to be separate? Because you could now advertise a product and then your menu has links to your membership and your web agency. You could advertise your web agency. You got links for your merchandise and your membership. You could advertise your membership. You've got links for your merchandise and your web agency. So why would you not want to maximize it? Why would you not want to maximize it? Because then you just have to hammer the SEO on one website. When you do 4 subdomains, you have to hammer the SEO on 4 subdomains. You hammer one. Hammer time, right? You hammer one, and then you should hopefully have a knock-on impact. So let's just say, okay, I mean, look at our website, Web Squadron. We're a web agency, but then I have a link in there for our mastery modules. So someone might come to the agency and see the mastery module. They might not hire us, but they might go for a module. Likewise, someone might see a module and then go, oh, and they do agency, and then they hire them for that. Okay? But your page speed, Duckett, is your page speed. So think about it, right? Your membership page, your shop page. But this is where you then have to think about your optimization and do it page by page by page. You might need to use asset cleanup. So that's then you stop the membership plugins loading on the home page and the shop page. No, not the shop page. Home pages and other pages, right? So you do that. So Pez says, I know a lot of designers in Facebook groups that have this system where you must have a maintenance plan. I mean, yeah, I don't. So Raja, yes, what you're saying, Raja, is you prefer it, but would you force them? Yeah? Would you force it then? So this is what you got to think about, right? What I'm saying is, hey Chima, how are you doing? Hope you're okay. So what I'm saying, Raja, is if you've built a website and you suggest it and they take you up on it, that's okay. But what I'm saying is there are some out there that refuse to build unless you take it on. And this is the point I'm making. Should you refuse to do the work before they take out a maintenance plan? So that's the argument I'm putting out here. So this is what I'm saying. Hey, Michaels, this is what I'm saying, Rajat. You obviously are going to build. But would you refuse to build if they don't take out a maintenance plan? I say the client has every right to agree or deny. So I will tell them, this is what you need. These are the licenses you need. These are the essentials you need. You got to have these. Without these, forget it. You got to have these. Here's the desirables, SEO. Your page, your optimization bits here and there. Hey, Andrew. Some other stuff, right? But it's up to you. And if you don't go for that, this is what you're missing out on. The maintenance plan, it's up to you. But if you don't go for it and your website breaks, then I will be charging whatever is my going rate at the time to fix it, right? It won't be I'll fix it for the same price. It will be due to the damage, the time, and whatever is my going rate at that time. If you go for a maintenance plan, you're a little bit more protected. But if you don't go for the SEO now, the cost might be different later. So what you kind of then have to show them is, here's the pros and cons. Because I'll tell you what, when you build a website, there'll be 10 things they got to have, right? This is essential. like the website build, obviously, the WooCommerce, obviously, the Elementor, whatever, bricks, whatever you're going to do, obviously, right? You need that. You need those for the shop website. But this, maintenance, SEO, really good page speed, whatever, mobile responsive optimization going on, kicking ass and all of that. A bit here, marketing, maybe strategy, something else built in. Maybe something else you've tinkered with as well. Doing the keywords on every page. They're your desirables. You can do those yourself, or you can get me to do it. But I will not force you to do these. You got to do these, but this is on you, right? You don't like the cost? Fine, don't do these. But then don't come back to me and say, where's my rank math? You didn't pay for it. You don't get the rank math. Where's my oh God, I can't think now. Where is my search? Where is my search bar with my search results template? You didn't know that was a desirable. We're doing you a blog, but you didn't say you wanted all of that as well. I break it down to that level. You get your blog, you get your archive, you get your single post template, right? You get all of that, right? You now want a search feature with the search results template. And you want to make sure the search results template does not include pages or products, just post. Right, that's a desirable you got to come in with. So break it down. Sorry, Chima, I've just read you that you said you were in a bad shape, bad accident. But yeah, glad to see you were here. So Rajat, you provide 1 year maintenance in your cost included, but once they touch the website, I refuse to take it until they provide high quality cost for fixing it. That's kind of reasonable to say. So what you're doing is right. You're saying as part of the cost. See, look, here's the difference, Rajat. Here's the difference. Okay, here's the difference. I'm saying where you refuse to do it. What you're saying is if you get a website built from me, you also are giving them 1 year maintenance inside of there. You've included it in the cost. You've built it in, right? So you're not forcing them. You're giving it to them, but they are technically paying for it. Does that make sense? Right? So the argument I'm saying is I go to someone, they want a website, but they do not want a maintenance plan at all. Finito, nada, they don't want it. I have no right to say to them, you have to take it. You have to have it. Because that's what some people are saying, which I don't agree with that. So what you're doing, Rajat, is different. You've included it. That's not the same as forcing it on them, okay? You're saying, look, it's here for you. Whether they use it or not is up to them. And you just said, if they touch it, that's it. Hey, Shaveen. Hey, Sam. I'm really glad that you're learning, Sam, by the way. Does that make sense, Rajat, with what I'm saying? Your situation is not the same. Yours is actually more... you're coming at it more from a helpful point of view. So if I go to a garage and they refuse to sell me the car unless I take out a 3-year maintenance plan with them, I'll be like, forget you, I'm out of here. But if I go to buy a car and they say, hey, as part of the sale, we're going to give you 1 year service for free. It's not for free because they've included it in the cost, but they make it sound like this service is worth $500. We're going to give it to you for free. And you're sat there going, oh, wow, this is brilliant. They've actually included it. You paid for it, but you think you get it for free. That's different, right? That's different. That feels like they're doing something for me to help me out. And they say to me, look, we're giving it to you, but if you get your car serviced anywhere else in that 12 months, then this offer expires. And I understand. I'm obligated. I understand the limitations, and that is it. Exactly, Rajat. It's a different sales technique. The issue I have is where people force it on you. Do you get what I mean, though? Do you get what I mean? So they refuse to sell you the car unless you take it out. And you're like, oh, no, I want the choice. So Atif, the reason some people give for this is they feel like they don't want to build a website, let someone mess it up, and then they feel offended that someone messed up their work. And I'm like, what is your problem? Right? Hey, Irishman, I'm like, what is your problem? You know, if I buy a car and I get a dent on it, that's my problem, right? If I get someone to paint my walls and then my son scrapes the wall, that's my problem, right? I'm okay, Irishman. I'm okay. But Artif, without giving away any names, one person who lives by this rule where they force it, I bet you can guess, but we will not give any names. Sinan says, I need to find a good course that teaches web design. Do you know what, Sinan? The thing about design, it's more about... Design isn't really something you can fully teach. Design is you either see it and you know it. It's like architecture. Everyone knows how architects are all taught the fundamentals, right? But it's then what you do with that. How do you mold it and shift it and do something different to put your stamp on it? And I think that no. And by the way, to be honest though, I'm not talking about him though. But I think it is the worst. I think it's the most nastiest strategy to put out there, in my opinion. I don't like it. If it works for other people, they can do that. But I don't like that kind of strategy. Shaveen, when the client doesn't want to go for a care plan. So when the client doesn't want to go for a care plan, but client still has to pay for the elemental, right? Well, yeah. So I do not sell on licenses to the client. And here's another reason why. Let me tell you again why, okay? And a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this, okay? And I used to promote this and now I don't, because I've now realized no, okay? I get the client to buy the elemental license. I get the client to buy the bricks license. I get the client to buy licenses. And here's why. If ever things go sour between me and the client, I can walk away. I owe them nothing. And I don't have to worry about them going, oh, my website's broken. We then get into a fiery noise argument. Okay? Because even though the client's been nasty to me and I walk away, they could go out there and tell everyone, don't go near Imran. Don't go near Imran. No, he's not good. Built my website and took the licenses away. I paid for the website build. I paid 50% deposit. He took away my licenses. Do you get what I mean? Even though you were providing it as part of a maintenance plan or whatever, even though you made clear in the contract, if the contract breaks, you have to get your own licenses. Even though you made that clear, they could spin it around on you. Hey, Michael. Hey, Gary. Hey, everyone. So here's what I say. I break it down and I tell them their responsibility. Okay? They buy the domain. They get their hosting. Here's where I recommend you get the licenses. If you do not get the licenses, right? If you do not get the licenses, that's not my problem. Okay? If you decide you're not going to get the license and you're going to use a free plugin because you don't want to use Elementor Pro and you want me to use an add-on and I've told you no, but that's what you want to do, on your head be it. It's your problem. I'll make clear to you, well, this happens, there's an extra cost to fix it. There's an extra cost, right? You know? I would, and John is right, I would charge them, though, for the installation and the setup of the plugin. That is included in my costings and all of that. Itemize, exactly what Mel says there. Okay? And the great thing about that, yeah, is that if anything ever happens to me, okay, if anything happens to me, like I drop dead, I get hit by a bus, do you know what I mean? My clients are protected. If suddenly something happens to me, I go out of business, which I won't, or me and the client fall apart, they can't turn around and go, My entire website stopped working. Imran built it. I know we don't work together, but Imran built it, and my entire website does not work. Because that is the kind of noise you don't want on your head. Aishman says, how can I make a mob pop-up appear when a video finishes playing? I don't think, well, you're going to have to get someone to... Aishman, you don't need to duplicate, yeah? You got to wait for me to get to it and other people, but you're going to have to go get a JavaScript coder to work it out for you, but it's not going to be easy. You need a JavaScript coder, Aishman. Artif, they must pitch it in a way... No, do you know what, Artif? I think some of them, the way they do it is they're just forceful. Or they make you feel like if you don't do this, you're stuck. It reminds me of PC World in the UK, 2000 and it would have been 2005. I went to go buy a computer. I think it was 2005. Final Fantasy 14 had come out. No, Final Fantasy 11 on the PC to play online. The first Final Fantasy game online, Final Fantasy 11. And my old computer didn't have the graphics to really handle it. So I went to get a computer. Hey, Steve. Went into PC World, found the computer I wanted. I kind of already knew. It had the spec and more. Great. I went to the shop customer assistant. I said, right, I want to get that. The customer assistant then said, right, I advise you taking out a 3-year PC cover plan. I was like, no, I'm okay. For nearly half an hour, they would not sell me that machine unless I took out the cover. I was arguing with them. They would not, like, I kept telling them, I work in NHS, I work in the health industry, I know IT people, I work in analytics, I know people. If there's a problem, I'll find a solution. No, you got to get PC cover, you got to get PC cover, you got to get... No, I didn't want it. Half an hour. I then had to complain to the manager. The manager was, like almost defending the assistant. I was like, I don't need your PC cover, I just want the computer. Because I wanted to play my game that night, so I wanted it because I had it in stock. Eventually, got it, and it was like, I don't need your cover to play my game. Do you get what I mean? And it was a forceful tactic that served no... It just not needed. Just not needed. And I don't like it, because then I could see in the shop, as I was trying to do it, tell them no, I could see down the aisle... Right, there was someone else who was now talking to two elderly people. Right, it was a man and woman. I'm guessing they were married. They looked to me like they were in their like late 70s, early 80s. They were old. I'm telling you now, they were old. Right, all right, they were proper old. Okay, and I could see him doing the same to them, and they were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So what do we get? Oh, you get this, you get that," and you could see he's forcing it on them. He's making you feel that if you don't take this PC cover care plan, you're screwed. And no. Michael, can you recommend any affiliate plugin which allows automatically to apply WooCoupon without the need that the customer... So, Michael, I've got a video No, I think I did a code snippet on that. Did I do a code snippet on that already? I think I've got a code snippet on that, my friend Michael. Hold on, mate. Let me find it for you. I think I've got a snippet on that. Hold on. Change, apply to shopping... Apply... No, wait. Apply automatically to shopping cart. Is this per product, though? Is this per product? Customize, wait, I've just got to find it for you. I'm sure I did a video on this. Oh man, let me just find it now. I've just got to find this video for our friend over here, Michael. I'm sure I did a snippet on coupon. Change the coupon. Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Here it is. Here it is, Michael. I don't know if this is what you're looking for, Michael, but please go watch the video and it might make sense. It's a code snippet that you could do, so you don't need a plugin. Artib, does anyone know how to add an exit animation to a pop-up in Bricks? Ah, yes, Artib, you asked this question in Bricks, and I didn't get a chance to investigate further. So, yeah, I mean, at the moment, Artib, it does just disappear. Yes, you're right. I'm not sure. I'm trying to wonder if I did work something out when I was first using interactions. Like, I think I did, Artib. I think I did. I don't know why, Artib, but I'm just having this thing about, did I, when I did the menu builder, work out a way so that you could get it to control? Oh, I don't know now, you know. I don't know. So when you... The trouble is, though, when you click outside of the overlay, it's just going to kind of take default settings, isn't it? The thing is, though, Rajat, Apple does not push the Apple Care plan. See, Rajat, this is where you're being mistaken. Right? Apple do not push it. Apple suggest it. Do you have to take it to buy the product? Right? So look, let's have a look over here, right? Let's go to the Apple store, right? Let's go to Apple UK, right? I'm going to show you, okay? Let's go to the Apple website. Oh man, Apple Arcade is open. Oh, blooming heck. Right, let's just go for Shop Mac, right? Let's just say I want to buy this, right? MacBook Air with the chip, right? Let's just go, yeah. Let's just select it, right? I'm going to select it, okay? Right, and I'm going to go with that. We'll go with that. Blah, 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 blah. We'll leave everything on here as it is. And I'm going to say add to bag, right? Look. It suggests it. It is a desirable. Do I have to go this? No, I don't have to. Do I have to add this? No. Do I want to go for this? Do I want to go for that? No. I can go, no, I'm not going to go for any of them. In fact, I need to refresh this page now because I've gone and clicked it. I don't need to go for any of them. You then go to review bag and then you go and check out and blah, blah, blah. So, they do not push it. They suggest it. And that is the same as a desirable care plan. You can have SEO. You can have all the Google Search Console connection and Google Analytics. You can have all the submission of the site maps. You can have the care plan, the maintenance plan, the 3 minor revisions. You can have that if you want it. So I'm letting you know. It's like when you buy a product. Oh, you're buying trousers? Did you know we got a matching blazer and a matching pair of shoes? Upsells or cross-sells or linked items, but you're not making them get it. It's a desirable, and it's like when you go and get a burger from a burger joint. I want a burger. Okay, do you want the drink and the fries as well? No, just a burger. You get the burger, right? It is a desirable. So Apple pushing the Apple Care plan is not the truth. They suggest it. Okay, language is important. Andrew, I'm looking forward to your recent WooTut. Yeah, Andrew, I hope you do. And I got more videos on that coming out next week with regards to the product archive and the single product template as well. Hey, Eduardo. Hey, Andrew, by the way, and Greg. Sorry, I'm saying hi to people at a very late stage. Eduardo, I'm still curious about how to select an object. In CSS in Bricks Builder on the checkbox form styles, do you have how to select an object in order to apply my CSS? Well, you could just use a site origin CSS. Let me show you, okay? Let me show you, right? let's go over to, not this one. Let's go over to bricks. Let's go to bricks, right? Let's go to my bricks website that I built. Let me just log in. There are many ways you can do this, okay? You can right click, you can inspect and all of that, but I am going to go and install this plugin over here. So this is the bricks website that we built. These are the plugins we got on here. That was it. We're just going to click add new, and we're going to go and get this site origins CSS, this plugin over here, site origin CSS. We install it. We activate it. Yeah, in that case, Michael, I'm not sure, because obviously yours was from the affiliate side of thing. Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. So we got the snippet in. I'm now just going to go over to one of my pages. Let's go to the contact page. Let's edit that with bricks. Okay. Edit with bricks. And into this contact form, I'm going to go and drop in a... we'll go for a checkbox like that. And the options will go with yes, no, huh, like that. Let's just save that. Then I'm going to go back over into my WordPress, go to appearance, and now I have custom CSS because that's the site origin CSS. Let's go over here, hit the I. And then I'm going to go to my contact page, which is here. And hopefully there's my form. Can you see here as I hover? Look at this. If I hover over the box, right, it then allows me to see what am I looking for. So look, input type, checkbox. So I've got this over here. So when I click it, it then activates it over there. And now I'm going to kind of now, I don't know. So what this does now is this now starts to tell you what the class name is. It actually might not be one of those. I've just got to double check. And then what you want to do then is start messing around with it. This is not a great example, by the way, what I'm doing. This is really not a great example because I've probably clicked on the wrong one. Is it that one? Is that one? It's going to be one of these ones. I was going to make sure I get the right one. I think it's that one. No. I have got a video for this coming out, though. I think in about 3 weeks' time, but it's not on the bricks. Let me dig out the code for you that might be useful as well, because I have got a video. But the idea is that when you click, I don't know why, why is it not working on here? Is it that one? That one? Is it that one? Checkbox. Normally it should work. I don't know why, but normally what happens is that then when you hit the tick, it pops the code in there for you there. But if I just go and dig out some code for you, that might prove helpful. Right, let me just check some of the other comments that are coming in. Any suggestion for low-cost all-in-one email marketing solution for beginners? Well, you got MailChimp, you got MailerLite, you got ActiveCampaign. It depends on what you want to do with it, to be honest. It does depend, though. What are you planning to do with it? Let me just get this check box. How to style Elementor Pro Form. I don't think this video is out. I don't think this video is out yet. No, it's scheduled. In fact, it's not coming out until the 12th of June. But Eduardo, look, this is the code right here that I was using for Elementor. So I don't think this is going to be great for you, but I'm going to pop it in here, but I don't think that's going to be the right code. You're better waiting off for the video. And no, I'm not going to rush the release of the video out because I have a schedule list of stuff. Michael, did you find a code snippet to hide menu items from the top menu? Not yet. No, not. Oh, hold on. Did I find it? Hold on. What was it called? Admin. Admin bar. I don't think I did. No, I haven't got a video on that yet. Michael. I need to experiment and play with it. I do need to experiment and play with it. I mean, what we could do though is go to say ChatGPT like this, and I could say something like, if we just let me just log in. Oh man, sometimes I do hate, you know, when you have to log into ChatGPT, does it pee you off? Because it does pee me off sometimes. Right. So I'm going to say, give me a snippet to hide. What should we hide from the top? Yeah, but Eduardo, look at the logic. What you got to do, Eduardo, is take the logic, right? I know that says Elementor. I've just shown you site origin CSS. Go get the class name and then work it through with what I've done here. So you have to kind of work it through a little bit as well. So give me a snippet to hide items in the WordPress admin top bar. Suggestion, video title should have at least some number. What do you mean by number? I'm not sure, but why would I want to put a number in? So let's say I do a video on single post template. So do you want me to put like video number 1, video number 2, video number 3, video number 4, video number 5? I don't see the logic with that unless it's part of a series like the bricks tutorial, which was bricks 101, part 1, part 2, part 3. That's what we did. So I'm going to say, look, refined it. Tell me what you want to hide and hide the... What should we hide? Should we go for like one of our... What we got in the bricks website? So bricks. We go over here. So how about we get rid of the word customize? Should we get rid of the word customize comments? Customize comments. New. So let's change that. Refine this and hide the comments... new and what else? New and customize and customize items from the WordPress admin top bar. Let's see what we get here. WordPress live Q&A. Yeah, but to be honest, MDN, I could do that. I could put in the date. I could do that. However, the dates are there. It'll be against it. You also have the timestamp. You know, so I could do, but I'm not rushing out for it. So I'm not going to paste this into any one of my websites, if I'm honest right now, because I don't want to mess anything up. But this is technically meant to kind of like do it for you. Then again, I do have a test website that I'm about to delete. So I tell you what, let me go to my test website. Let's try it. Okay, let's try it. So I'm going to go to one of my test websites, which I'm about to delete this afternoon. So even if that website completely screws up, it doesn't matter because I'm going to be overwriting it anyway. So should we do it? Should we try that little snippet out? Because if it works, then I might do a video on it. Not today, but maybe tomorrow. And then release it sometime in the future. Right, so let's just go over here, okay? Right, so I am now just going to go over to... No, let's change it. Right, so I'm gonna say. By the way, this website, right, is one of these test websites that we no longer use anymore. It's a dead website, so I'm gonna say get rid of that and the word new. Let's copy that. I don't think this is going to work, but let's just test it anyway. Right? Let's just test it anyway. Add new. I'm going to say top bar. If this errors out, don't worry, because this is my website that I'm about to kill off anyway. I'm literally delete it completely. So I want to hide the comment and the new. So new content and comments and custom and comments, but comments ain't there. So we're going to get rid of comments and new. Let's see if this works. It's now gone. Did you see that? They're gone. So if I deactivate, right, they come back. Look, they're there. If I activate, they are gone. So technically, they're not there. Look, they're not there. Yeah. Right. Add rank math SEO as well. So let's get rid of the rank math as well. So let's see if this works. Can I get rid of the rank math one as well? I think so. So if I copy the code, can we get rid of the rank math as well? So if I pop this in and save changes, no. So it's a little bit tricky because you've got to kind of identify what is that. What is that? How? It's a little bit tricky. How do you identify what it is? So if I go to new, that is post. You got to identify what the name is. But there is ChatGPT is amazingly great and good when you want to work stuff out like this, right? It can massively help you out. El Jedi, do you know a code snippet to disable RSS? Ask ChatGPT. Seriously, in the old days, whenever anyone asked anything, I would go, have you asked Google? In the old days, you would say, have you looked in a dictionary? Have you looked in a library? Have you gone online? Have you gone Google? ChatGPT, give me a snippet to disable RSS. And then refine it. You know, what do you want to disable or enable? Try that. Shaveen, is there a way to restrict or shorten the paragraph for 3 lines using custom CSS? Okay. How do you define a line, Shaveen? How do you define a line? It's a little bit tricky because, well, okay, you've probably set the size or something, so you should know what a line is. Have you, Sol Esperanza, have you asked your grandfather? Hey Eddie, how are you doing? Great to see you still pumping out posts on your website. You're doing well. So Shaveen, what does ChatGPT say? What does ChatGPT say? Hey, so let's go over here. Is there a snippet? No, not snippet. Is there some CSS to restrict WordPress text editor? So WordPress, no. Is there a CSS to restrict text to be only 3 lines? Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says, right? No, you're okay, Eddie. You're all right. So we are told about line clamp. However, the container needs to have a fixed height. So it says here that for the line clamp to work, the container must have a fixed height. Have you got a fixed height over here? Right? So look what we've got here. WebKit. You must have WebKit at the beginning. Right? WebKit at the beginning. And have you got fixed height? Right? You need fixed height as well on the container or the column or whatever. So if you have not got a fixed height on the column or the container, it probably won't work. El Jedi, I tried ChatGPT and it gave me code to display a message. I'm asking, because I've not, you're the master, El Jedi, I'm the apprentice. I've never really had to do that, so I haven't got any secret tips or tricks I can pull out the bag for that. I would just keep getting ChatGPT to refine it. In fact, go and ask Bing AI. Don't just use ChatGPT. Go and drop onto Bing AI as well and try that as well. See what you get. You might get something a little bit different, right? But yeah, make sure you got the fixed height, okay? There you go. There you go, Shabeen. There you go. And look at this. Look at this. ChatGPT said the container needs to have a fixed height or a maximum width or maximum height. Adjust it, blah, 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 blah. Yeah? So if you didn't do that, that's probably why. And make sure you do put the WebKit in as well, yeah? Make sure you put the WebKit in as well, as that code is that I've just pasted over there. All right? Refine it. Make it work for you. But very, very quickly, we just did that. And the moment when this is now up to date, so Eduardo asked a question about bricks checkbox. We didn't get fully to the answer, but if you were to go in here now and ask ChatGPT probably ain't gonna know. Should we try it? Should we try it? So, are you familiar with the bricks builder theme for WordPress? Let's see what it says. So, yes, I'm familiar. Ooh. Do you know how to style the checkboxes in the bricks builder form? Would it know? Would it know? So what it's saying to you, this is very similar to kind of the code I pasted. You got to identify the class name. Once you get the class name, then you can go and do stuff like this. And that's the key bit. You got to right click, inspect, get the class name, and then you can do stuff like this. Happy birthday to Greg. In fact, we'll do it properly, okay? Everyone, I want you to look at your screen right now and wish Greg Hyatt a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Greg. Happy birthday to you. Was that okay? Was that enough? Happy birthday, Greg. If you're recording this for a soundbite, hey, wishing you a great birthday, Greg, and I hope you have a smashing, amazing day. Knock it out of the park, mate. There's your soundbite. Oh, do you know what, Eddie? I often forget. You're in Switzerland. Oh, do you live in Switzerland? You live there, don't you? You're not on holiday. So, even though this has heard of bricks, I don't think it's up to date enough to know what the actual class name was, right? So when we eventually get to the stage where this is now like, look, even if it was like not 24 hours, a week, a month out of date, I could live with that. September 2021, like what date are you up to? You know, what, I think it is still September. Are you current? Are you current? As an based on, yeah, look, we're still on September 2021. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? So much has happened in the world since September 2021. The moment that becomes more like as real time as possible, you know, wow, right? Like, wow. I mean, you'll come on to ChatGPT and you'll say, what was the football scores last night? Are there any plane tickets going for somewhere? You know, what's the latest plugins that have come out that do AI or WordPress or whatever? Yeah. How is this website doing in rankings? Yeah. Can you imagine that? That's kind of like the future you want to get. You want to get to real time. Real time. September 2021. I mean, come on, right? Come on. It's May now. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's 21 months. Did I get that right? 21 months? I think so. 21 months out of date. That's where we are right now, okay? We got to get that sorted out. Solar Speranza, how to animate on scroll a cycle moving on a horizontal line. The line has to be visual. Well, you'd have a line, and then you'd have the cycle, and then you would do a scroll effect. So as you scroll down, this cycle that starts here will move across. You either use a Lottie animation where the wheels are spinning, and then you have a scroll animation. So as you scroll down, it goes like that, and the wheels are always, because it's a Lottie, the wheels are moving, right? Or you just put an image, and again, scroll effect, and they go across. MDN, what is the best way in bricks for front page admission? What is the best way in bricks for front page submission? What, like with a custom field? So you might need to use like ACF front end or something like that. There's a few plugins out there that allow you to do that. Do you know what? I'm not even using Google Bard. I'm not even using Google Bard. People mention it. I just haven't gone into it yet. I think force of habit. I can't share my Google screen, by the way, because, in fact, I'm just going to quickly go in and just say how... I'm letting you know over how current are you? So Google Bard... It says, what do you mean by current? I just asked it, how current are you? And he goes, what do you mean by current? How current is the info stored inside of you? Div, inside of you. Right? Come on. Yes, so, I mean, the information stored inside of me is as current as the day it was last updated. Oh, really? Okay, let's ask it then. What was the football score last night with West Ham? I don't support West Ham, but I'm putting it in, right, because we know they played last night, right? West Ham did not play any football matches last night, May the 18th. Hey? They did. West Ham played in the Europa League. Okay. What was the football score for Man City on Wednesday? Let's see what they say. Man City did not play any football matches on Wednesday, May the 18th. What? What do you mean? Yes, they did. They played Real Madrid. What about Man City? No, it was the other way around, wasn't it? No, it was Man City versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid. Man City didn't say, oh no, okay. So it's a little it's a little bit kind of like with its answers. I haven't really used Bard much. Maybe I should start trying it out. Do you think Bard is better at writing codes than... in fact, yeah, I might try it out later. Do you think Bard is better at writing codes than ChatGPT? What's your views? I'd love to know what you're thinking about at the moment. How have you found it? Yeah, Andrew, you know what? Bing... The only thing that annoys me about Bing AI is how... If you accidentally scroll up or down a bit, you then go into that interface, and I don't like that. I want it to be just a separate pane or something like that. Yeah, do you know what, Michael? That's the thing, right? That answer, it says, no, they did not play. Yes, they did play. They did play last night. So there's this thing about, does it assume the word football match to be Premier League? So it's excluding Europe leagues and whatever. So it's a bit of a... Not very accurate then, is it? I'm just reading some of the comments that are coming out here. Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. I mean, I get really, really annoyed, right, when you kind of like you come up here, right, and like you go and type in like LA mental or whatever, right? Yeah, you hit return, and then you. Oh no, hold on, where have I gone? No, damn it. You're on elemental, right, or whatever, or you type it here even, or whatever. I mean, why is it not doing it all of a sudden? All of a sudden now it's not doing it, right? Normally it jumps straight into this. All of a sudden now it's not doing it. Normally it does, right? Every time I scroll up or down, it instantly clicks into it. But sometimes this is like, it's a bit annoying with how it does it, kind of thing, you know? It's a little bit annoying for me in what it does there. So I this afternoon to round out Friday, I'm just gonna finalize a few things, close down on this website that we were working on. Nearly finalized that Wolf Directory website, and I'm just gonna quickly finalize a video, edit it, get it uploaded. And I'm thinking about, will I play around with formulating some other layout designs? I'll tell you what I love doing. You know, when I'm making videos, I love problem solving, but I have so much fun when I get to play with imaginative layouts. I love to create the images. I love to think, like, sometimes I'll see an image and it's nothing to do with a website. It's just an advertising board. And I'm literally looking at the advertising board and I'm like, container, text, button, call to action, container, span, whatever. Do you ever do that? Do you ever see something and go, if that was going to be recreated as a website, hero banner, how would you do it? So when you see like magazines or articles or posts and they do this really funky layout, and you look at it and you go, how would I do that? Is the layout, the background so complex you just put in an image or a vector? Or do you think really out the box now and start to apply CSS so the square becomes a triangle? Ooh. What can you do to be supersonic creative? But you've also got to make sure the creativity is applicable. Don't do something where you're going to go, wow, amazing, but when would I use it? I would never use that. So I like to think of designs and creativity that are applicable and accessible to the world, where I think it would be super, super useful. Okay, everyone, I'm going to give you the 2-minute warning now. Just because I think we've been live for... how long have we been live for? We've been live for 1 hour, 7 minutes. I tend to find that when I hit the 1 hour, 7 minutes, if I'm talking and there's no one else and it's just me, 1 hour, 7 does start to drain on you quite a bit. Yeah? Right. What's a good alternative for coolers, creating color palettes? So my favorite one is this one. My favourite one is this one. I didn't share the screen. Here we go. Colorpalettes.net. So you want to go for... Come on, why can't I show the screen? Minimise. There we go. So colorpalettes.net, right? So I'm going to go over here and go, oh, let's go and find stuff to do with, I don't know. Let's go with purple, right? And then I'm going to get these palettes, right? Lots of different palettes. I can pick 2 colours as well. So 2 colours... Let's go for yellow and purple. Let's pick that up. And now I get yellow and purple, right? Not so much purple, but what I love about this is, you see this color palette. You might see this and think, oh, wow. But look at it. The bulk of it is the yellow and the mocha color. The yellow, not mocha, but yellow, right? The purple is there, but the purple is more text. So your text and your button might be purple, but the bulk of the website, the imagery, should be yellow. You know, and there's so many different styles here. You get, look, there's a yellow, but it's 10% yellow. The bulk of it is a different color. Look, you can pick pages. Here's what's really cool. I can click this, send that link to the client, and go, here you go, send that to the client. You know, give them an idea. This is not how your website will look, but you can see here, what is the dominant color? What is the distribution? 10% here, 5% here, 20% there. And you've got the hex codes, right? I once remember doing something like this where I said to a client, we were going to go with green and yellow, I think it was, went for pickup, and I bet the image we went for, I then picked 6 images. I'm going to try and see if I can find the one we eventually went for. It'll be somewhere, I bet. There you go, here it is. Here's the one. I then sent them this as well, and this is the image they picked. They went, I love that image. Because they were outdoor, right? And then that gave me the colors I needed to now work, and the distribution. How much yellow? How much green? How much gray? And then that's what we did for them. Because it's kind of visualized for you, and it makes it easier to work it through. By the way, yeah, take care everyone now. Take care. Greg's just posted in a bit of code there as well. Go get it. Question by Raptor. Do I do a full shutdown? I have a Mac. I have a Mac Mini here. I've got a MacBook Air over there. I've got a Mac Mini. I do a full shutdown. And do you have a start backup checklist? Not really, no. I just shut down. I shut down what I'm working on. Shut it down, start up. And when I start up, I have nothing open. The only thing I have open is, well, as soon as I open, I then open my mailbox usually, or internet, and then go sort out my social media or whatever, or check my comments on YouTube. But no, I shut down from scratch. Shut everything down. Did anyone get back to you regarding shared gaming? Oh yeah, Andrew, that's the question I asked, wasn't it? No, not yet. No, Andrew, no. Why, have you got any ideas, Andrew? Take care, Shabeen. Take care, Gary. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Hope you've enjoyed the week. Hope you've had a great week. You know, hope you have an amazing Friday and weekend. And I will see all of you on Monday. And don't forget, we've got a new tutorial coming out on Monday on a new Shopify kind of layout for your website. Yeah, I mean, I don't even use a Stream Deck. I keep thinking about, shall I get one? Shall I not get one? Just haven't felt the burning urge to get one. Yeah, Andrew. Well, when I know, Andrew, I will get. I keep looking at it, Andrew. I'm not finding the right one, but I do want to find something. Take care, Steve. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. I can't say goodbye because I can't shut down my screen. I will now say bye. See you later. Bye.